All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're now in our third game of our triple header. We head to Miami, Florida for this one. It'll be the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins, two teams that are desperately in need of a win to stay alive in their respective conference playoff battles. Detroit comes in at 5-4. Miami having a rough year. They come in at 4-5. Miami started 3-0. And they've gone 1-5 down the stretch. They're looking to try to turn it around, but Miami's Achilles heel is that they just can't hold on to a lead. That's been their downfall, not just this season, but last season as well. And Evil Dead, he's 0-2 today. He's looking for a win. Evil Dead is now 70-49. He's 21 games over 500. The other two guys have not been here today, and they've not submitted a pick. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's head out to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida for this one. It'll be the Lions and the Dolphins here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. It's the Lions and the Dolphins. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports on a warm 83-degree day in South Florida. The Lions at 5-4, the Dolphins at 4-5. Interconference matchup that both teams desperately need to win. Evil Dead's going to take the fish. And the fish will get the ball first. We're underway, live from Miami. From the 5-yard line, Nate Moore brings it back for the Dolphins. And Moore, out to the 28-yard line. And that's where Miami will have it, 1st and 10. Moore in his second year out of Texas Tech. Starting quarterback, Austin Ducre, in his 9th year out of LSU. They call him the Raging Cajun, because he gets wild sometimes with his throws. When he's on, he's on, and when he's off, he's off. Sometimes both in the same game. Miami will get it first on a beautiful afternoon here in Miami. Second week of November, week 10. But it's still warm in Miami, 83 degrees. 1st and 10. Ducre under center.
Let's go. 3-19.
Ducre hands off to Robinson around the outside. And John Robinson picks up 4 yards out to the 32. Let's take a look at the Miami offense. Up front, Evans, Williamson, Princeton, Trimble, and O'Neal. And then it's Hayes, Austin, Robinson, Helm, and Stowe. 2nd and 6 for the Dolphins at their own 32-yard line. On 2nd and 6, Ducre under center, single back. Ducre to Robinson again around the outside, makes a move inside, and Robinson out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. John Robinson in his 12th year out of Notre Dame. Been around a while. Tackled by a pride of Lions. There was a bunch of them on the tackle there. Led by number 25, Bryce Anderson, the 7th-year defensive back out of Georgia. 1st and 10 Dolphins at their own 40-yard line. Miami comes out, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre Looking. Throws down the sideline. It's knocked down by Antonio Chambers. Great play by Chambers, the 8th-year defensive back out of the University of Miami. Here's the Lions defense. They play a 3-4. Russell, Ball, and Pawlowski up front. The linebackers, Young, Neal, Sanders, and Farrell. And the secondary, Anderson, Starnes, Morrison, and Hopkins. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Dolphins at their own 40. They come out 4 wide. Ducre under center. Ducre hands off to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson picks up 4 to the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Coming up to make the tackle, Ashley Morrison, the safety, in his 6th year out of North Texas. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 44-yard line. Our 3rd and final game of our triple header here for you today. We'll have a triple header for you tomorrow as well at 6 o'clock Eastern. 3rd and 6. Ducre back to throw. He's got time. Throws deep. Wide open. Otto Stowe down the middle to the Detroit 33-yard line. 23 yards to Stowe. Kerry Starnes finally made the tackle, the 10th-year safety out of LSU. But that's another Dolphin first down. I don't know how the veteran receiver was that wide open down the middle, but he was. First down, Miami. Nice opening drive for the Dolphins so far. 6 minutes left in the first. They have it at the Lion 33-yard line. 4 wide, Ducre in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39.
Davis says kill them. Ducre in trouble. And on cue, right as Davis says that, they get the sack. Kerry Starnes on the safety blitz. Gets the sack, a loss of 8. Back to the 41-yard line. Davis jinxed them. Lions brought the house, though. A well-executed safety blitz for Detroit. It'll be 2nd and 18 at the 41-yard line. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Ducre under center. Ducre hands off to A.J. Austin. He goes nowhere. A loss of 4. Ashley Morrison comes around the outside. Another safety blitz. It'll be a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and 22 for the Dolphins. They're going in the wrong direction. Back-to-back safety blitz by Detroit, and they work perfectly. And now it's 3rd and 22 for the Dolphins. This is the first meeting of these two teams since Super Bowl 29, when the Lions won that game 36-33, if you remember, way back. They've not met since. 3rd and 22, Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre fakes the handoff, throws deep, wide open, Nate Moore inside the 10. Moore, touchdown, Miami. 45 yards on 3rd and 22. They score the touchdown. The 2nd-year receiver out of Texas Tech, Nate Moore. A 45-yard touchdown catch. Here the Dolphins go deep, and they take a 6-0 lead. Andres Borregales for the extra point, the rookie out of the University of Miami. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Dolphins are up 7-0. As Evil Dead says, they get leads in these games, but they always end up blowing the lead. Can Miami finally hold on to a lead? Well, Miami takes the opening kickoff. It wasn't pretty at times, but they do get the touchdown, and they lead at 7-0. Now Detroit will get the ball for the first time with 4:47 left to play in the first quarter, trailing 7-0. We're live from the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. Well, your last 3 picks? Yeah. Evil Dead was on a roll there. And now he's lost 3 in a row. Good crowd on this Saturday night. Great to have you along. The third game of our triple header. There's the kickoff by Borregales. It'll be fielded by Neal. He'll take a knee in the end zone. Dylan Neal, touchback. And Detroit will have it at their own 25. 1st and 10. 4:47 left here in the first quarter. Starting quarterback, the interception machine, at least he was, Taylor Lane Dickerson. In his 7th year out of Wake Forest. There was a time he was throwing so many picks that Evil Dead was selling t-shirts that said, what did they say, Evil Dead? Another pick by T.L. Dick. He went a stretch there of 10 games without throwing a pick, but he's back to his true form now. 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 25. Dickerson in the shotgun. Yep, there you go. Dickerson hands off to Carter Jamison, and Jamison goes nowhere. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker, comes in and makes the tackle. It'll be a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 12. Dean Tarrant in his 5th year out of USC. Carter Jamison, the 3rd year back out of Oregon State. Nice play by Tarrant. A warm day here in Miami, 83 at kickoff. 2nd and 12 from the 23-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Nathan Brown will lose another yard. Actually, no, he gained a yard. Here's the Lions offense. Up front, Clarkson, Walker, Price, Morgan, and Branch. And then it's Neal, Brown, Jamison, Aarons, and White. That's what I thought. I'd get loss of a yard. Be 3rd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Actually, he got the yard back. 3rd and long for Detroit. At their own 24, they come out 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks downfield, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up. Great play by Christian Harrison, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Minnesota. Nice play by Harrison. The Lions go 3 and out on their opening drive, and they'll have to punt. Miami scored a touchdown on their opening drive. If you're just joining us, it was a 45-yard touchdown pass to Nate Moore. And the Lions go 3 and out. Dave Justice, the 9th-year punter out of Air Force, will come on to punt. Justice gets the punt away. From the 30, Franklin brings it back on the return there. So he brings it back to the 46-yard line. That was Martin Franklin, the 6th-year safety at Louisiana Tech. 1st and 10 Dolphins. They have great field position at their own 46-yard line. Already up 7-0. Miami, though, there's a trend with them this year. They get early leads and then blow them in the second half. I don't know why. 3 receivers to the near side. Ducre in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Ducre drops back, throws, caught by Helm. Gunnar Helm, the tight end, out to the Lion 42-yard line. That's a gain of 12. 1st down Miami into Lions territory. Gunnar Helm, the rookie out of Texas from college football 25, the tight end. Miami's 1st-round draft pick. On the tackle there, number 26, Ken Hopkins, 3rd-year defensive back out of the University of Miami. The Lions have a lot of players from the University of Miami, I've noticed. So it's a homecoming for them today. 1st and 10 from the 42. Dolphins come out 4 wide. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre looking. Rolls out in trouble, and he's going to get sacked again back at the 47. David Russell, the 7th-year defensive end out of Michigan. A loss of 11 back to the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 21. Lions pass rush has gotten to Ducre now 3 times here in the first quarter. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first. It'll be 2nd and 21 for the Dolphins at their own 47. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Ducre in the shotgun.
Let's go. 3-19.
And we have a flag. Somebody jumped, I believe.
Encroachment. Defense.
Encroachment on Detroit. That's going to be on Caden Farrell. So that will turn into 2nd and 16. Miami now at the Detroit 48. 5-yard penalty. That'll stop the clock. 2:44 left in the first quarter. Makes it a little easier for the Dolphins. Keep in mind, their touchdown came on a 3rd and 22. 2nd and 16. 4 wide for Miami. Ducre under center. Ducre pump fakes. Hands off to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson picks up 3 to the 45. And that'll bring up 3rd and 13. A linebacker, Cody Neal, on the tackle. In his 11th year out of Oklahoma State. And it's 3rd and 13 for the Dolphins at the Lion 45. Gunnar Helm actually lines up in the backfield, the tight end, on 3rd and 13. Ducre back. Throws to Helm in the flat. And he can't break the tackle. He only gets 3 out to the 42-yard line. Elijah Sanders, a great open field tackle by the 6th-year linebacker out of Air Force. Only a gain of 3. It'll be 4th and 10. And the Dolphins will have to punt. John Ryan will come in to punt in his 17th year out of Tennessee. Ryan gets the punt away. Trying to hit the sideline. It goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 1:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. The Lions at 5-4, the Dolphins at 4-5. It'll be 1st and 10, Detroit from their own 16. Miami up 7-0. As I said before, Miami started 3-0, but they have gone 1-5 since. They're just in free fall. They lost to the Jets last week in a heartbreaker, 24-23. 1st and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison's going nowhere. He's got -4 yards rushing. Antonio Cheever, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be a loss of 2 and bring up 2nd and 12. Cheever in his 2nd year at Rice. The Detroit running game has just not been there yet. 1:20 and counting here in the first quarter. 2nd and 12. Lions at their own 14. 5 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Throws. Caught by Aarons. That's Kevin Aarons, the tight end. And Aarons picks up 5 out to the 19-yard line. I think we have an injury timeout. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Injury timeout comes with 1:07 left to play here in the first quarter. Let's see who they play next week while we have an opportunity. Miami will host Buffalo next week. And Detroit will host the Jets next week. Third and 7 for the Lions now at their own 19. 5 wide, empty backfield for Dickerson. Dickerson takes the snap, looks downfield, steps up, throws near side, caught, but I think he was out of bounds. He was incomplete. The receiver was Phillip White, but he only got 1 foot in bounds. The 2nd-year receiver out of Florida. It'll be 4th and 7 for Detroit. They'll have to punt. Dave Justice will come in to punt again. Detroit has yet to get a first down. Justice gets the punt away. Franklin from the 37-yard line crosses midfield, and Franklin to the Lion 45-yard line. A nice return by Martin Franklin. And now Miami will have it 1st and 10 at the Lion 45-yard line. Miami trying to get back to 500 if they can get a win today. They come in at 4-5. Miami, with the way the AFC is going right now, they really need to win out if they're going to have any type of playoff chance. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Dolphins come out. Ducre under center. Ducre to Robinson. Breaks a tackle. Robinson out to the 37. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. David Russell finally makes the tackle for the Lions. But it's 8 yards for Robinson. Nearly broke it right there. Kind of got held up. Kind of lost his momentum there for a moment. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dolphins up 7-0. 2nd and 2 from the Lion 37-yard line. Dolphins in the eye. Ducre fakes the handoff. Dumps it outside to Robinson. Gets the first down, a 4-yard gain out to the 33-yard line. Caden Farrell, the linebacker, on the tackle. First down, Miami. Farrell in his 4th year out of Nevada. And that might do it for the first quarter. See what we got with the clock here. I don't think they're going to another playoff. At the end of the first quarter, Dolphins lead at 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-4 Lions, the 4-5 Dolphins. Miami leads at 7-0. Of course, Detroit in the middle of a highly contested NFC Central race. As we look at the standings, I'll tell you, it's tight. Green Bay 6-3, Detroit 5-4, Minnesota 4-5, Chicago 4-5, and Tampa Bay is now 4-6. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Barletta in motion, the tight end. Ducre to Robinson, and Robinson gets stacked up, a loss of 3 yards. Coming in to make the tackle, number 26, Ken Hopkins, the defensive back in his 3rd year out of Miami. And Gary Pawlowski, number 98, the defensive end in his 9th year out of Wisconsin. A loss of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. I tell you what, both teams' running game, they've been having trouble. 3 receivers to the near side. Ducre in the shotgun. 2nd and 13. Ducre fakes it. Throws. Caught by Helm down to the 22-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 14. Just enough. First down, Miami. Gunnar Helm, the rookie out of Texas, the tight end, making a big catch for a Dolphin first down. Antonio Chambers on the tackle. Dolphins now at the Lion 22-yard line. We don't get excited these days when Miami gets a big lead because they always blow it. 1st and 10, Ducre looking, steps up, in trouble, and he gets sacked. A 3-yard loss back to the 25-yard line. David Russell on the sack. That's the 4th sack on Ducre. A loss of 3 that time. He's 2nd and 13 back at the 25. Ducre's been holding on to it way too long here this afternoon so far on several plays. And he should know better. He's in his 9th year. He's a gunslinger. He wants to throw it. And sometimes he just waits too long. 6:40 and counting. 2nd and 13 from the Lion 25. 4 wide for Miami. Ducre under center. Ducray. A draw play to Robinson that goes nowhere. Great play by Kerry Starnes on the safety blitz. A loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and 17. How many 3rd and 10-plus plays have the Dolphins had today so far? And they always seem to convert. 3rd and forever once again. 3rd and 17 at the line, 29. Miami will probably score a touchdown here. Now watch. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray looking, steps up. He's getting rid of it. Taking a lot of time again. Now he's going to take off. And Ducray fumbles the football and is picked up by Detroit. He gains 14 yards and then promptly coughs it up. It's hard to see who made the hit in there. I think it was number 23 for Detroit. I think Chambers ripped it away. Yep. Yeah, he ran into 7 Lions, is right. So Miami comes up empty on that drive, and Detroit will take over as Ducray fumbles. The Lions defense has given him fits here in the first half. Detroit from their own 15, 5:54 left here in the first half. Miami up 7-0. Detroit comes out. Dickerson under center. Everybody in tight. Single back. Dickerson drops back. Throws deep. Caught by Aarons. And Kevin Aarons out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 9. The second-year tight end out of UCLA. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker, on the tackle. Bring up 2nd and 1 for Detroit. 5:35 and counting here in the first half. Miami up 7-0. Lions come out. 4 wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Detroit finally gets a first down as Jamison gets all the way out to the 42-yard line. An 18-yard run by Carter Jamison. And that's Detroit's first down of the game. The 3rd year back out of Oregon State. Isaac Flatt made the tackle. The 10th year defensive back out of Tennessee. Coming up on 5 minutes left here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Steps up, throws outside to Peak, and Peak gets nailed by Flatt. Incomplete. Isaac Flatt just launched himself at Isaac Peak. Incomplete. Peak in his 3rd year out of Montana. He's thinking about going back. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Jamison, a big gain across midfield out to the Dolphin 43-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain in the Dolphin territory. Lions are in Dolphin territory for the first time this game. Dean Tarrant on the tackle, I believe, for Miami. Actually, it was Franklin, I'm sorry. Martin Franklin, the safety. So the Lions have worked it down to the Dolphin 43-yard line. 4:28 left in the half. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun. 4 wide. Dickerson to Jamison. And Jamison kind of weaves his way for a yard out to the 42-yard line. Christian Harrison, the defensive back, on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. As we're coming up on 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Lions on the move, trying to tie this one up. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Dickerson drops back. Steps up, throws outside to Charles. And that is Jacob Charles, the fourth-year back out of Georgia Southern, out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Detroit. 3:33 left to play here in the first half. Big third down for the Lions right here. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Dickerson throws near side, caught by Banks, and Banks pushes forward to the 31, a gain of 6 and a first down. Jermaine Banks, the third-year tight end out of Buffalo. First down, Lions. And making the tackle, number 55, Dante Lockwood, the fifth-year linebacker out of Minnesota. Nice drive by Detroit. 3 minutes left here in the half. 1st and 10 from the Dolphin 31. 4 wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson, play action. And he's going to get sacked by Lockwood back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 8. It'll be 2nd and 18. Came around the outside from his blind side and got the sack. It'll be 2nd and 18 back at the 39. We're coming up on 2.5 minutes left in the half. 4 wide for the Lions. Single back, Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Charles, and Jacob Charles picks up 2 before Dean Tarrant makes the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 17. And that's going to take us, it looks like, to the 2-minute warning. Miami up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. CGM is in the house. He has joined us, our good friend from D.C. Welcome in, CGM. We're in the third game of our triple header here. Miami leads Detroit 7-0 with 2 minutes left in the first half. Miami scored on the opening drive, but nobody has scored since. Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. 3rd and 17. Dickerson back. Throws, caught by White. And White, he's going to be well shy of the first down. Actually, he dropped it, incomplete. Broken up by number 28, Devin Perry, the rookie out of UNLV. Nice play by Perry. So this will be a 54-yard field goal attempt by Scott Taylor to get the Lions on the board from 54. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Short and to the left. And it remains a 7-0 game in favor of Miami. Austin Ducre, he's been sacked 4 times here in the first half. But the Dolphins still lead at 7-0. He's been sacked 4 times, and they also ripped the ball away from him for a fumble earlier. Lions defense is beating him up. 1st and 10 Dolphins. They have a chance to make it a 2-score game before halftime. The Lions will get the ball first in the second half. The Dolphins have 3 timeouts, 1:53 to work with, and they'll start at their own 44. 4 wide, Ducre in the shotgun.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Ducre, high snap, hands off to Robinson, a draw play. Robinson, 5 yards out to the 49. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. 1:40 and counting here in the half. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier today, the Eagles beat the Redskins 18-14, and the Buccaneers held off the Bills 23-20. Ducre in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Ducre looking, throws downfield. It's picked off by Hopkins. He gets tackled immediately, by Isaiah Nayor. Ken Hopkins picks it off for Detroit. And now the Lions with a chance to score before halftime. Those two previous games are in the video section, and they're archived on YouTube if you want to go check them out. Ducre has had a rough time against this Detroit defense. He's been sacked 4 times, and he's turned it over twice. Once on a fumble, and now on a pick. And now Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out to lead the Lions offense. Let's see if they can tie it up before halftime. It's like Miami's just like giving them chances. First and 10 Lions from their own 26. 4 wide. Dickerson under center. They are both bad. Dickerson back. Throws outside to Aarons, and Kevin Aarons out to the 27, a gain of a yard. Lions in the hurry up. Dickerson in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. Dickerson draws back. Throws. Caught wide open. Isaac Peak, and he's out of bounds at the 48. A gain of 21 to Peak. The third-year receiver out of Montana. First down Detroit. And that will stop the clock with a minute left in the first half. Martin Franklin, the safety, came over and made the tackle. Lions on the move, trying to get a twofer if they can score right before halftime and then get the ball right back in the second half. Dickerson in the shotgun with a back on either side. Dickerson looking, throws, caught by Neal. Dylan Neal down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 15. Another Lions first down. The 6th-year receiver out of VMI. Miami should have drafted a quarterback. Ducre just isn't it. Early in his career, Ducre impressed everybody with his arm. But he's getting older. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Under a minute left here in the first half. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws outside to Jamison. And Carter Jamison down to the 28. And Detroit takes a timeout. It'll be a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 28-yard line. 50 seconds left here in the first half. Lions are now in field goal range. It'd be a 45-yard field goal from there. A triple header today. We'll have a triple header tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with 3 games at 6 o'clock Eastern. And those 3 games will be Indianapolis at Cincinnati, Seattle at New Orleans, and Minnesota at Green Bay. It all starts at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific tomorrow. 2nd and 1 from the 28. Dickerson back to throw. Throws outside, caught by Jamison. Gets the first down. A gain of 5. And the Lions take a timeout. They have 1 left here in the first half with 45 seconds left. Miami scored on the opening drive, but that's it so far. And now the Lions are threatening at the Dolphin 23-yard line. Good crowd here on this Saturday. I appreciate it so much. Tell all your friends and neighbors, and even people you don't like, about Jammin' Sports. Let's get a crowd in here so I can become partner finally. First and 10, Detroit at the Dolphin 23-yard line. Lions come out. 4 wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson draws back, throws quickly to White, and Philip White down to the 16, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Lions holding on to that final timeout. They're not taking it. We're down to 32 seconds. Philip White, the 2nd-year receiver out of Florida. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 16. Lions quickly call a play and get to the line of scrimmage. 5 wide, empty backfield for Dickerson. Down to 17 seconds. Dickerson drops back. Throws, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Philip White, It was broken up by Devin Perry, the rookie defensive back out of UNLV. And that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Detroit at the Dolphins 16. Lions come out. 4 wide, make it 5. Empty backfield. Dickerson takes the snap. Dickerson rolls out. And Dickerson is going to get taken down by Dante Lockwood. A loss of 6. It'll be 4th and 9. The Lions take their final timeout, and they'll kick a field goal right before halftime. Scott Taylor will come on. This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt to get the Lions on the board before halftime. Miami's defense came up with a big sack. Too early with that. Here we go. Taylor, the 5th-year kicker out of LSU. From is 39 yards. Snap, kick is up. And the kick hits the upright. No good. No good. Taylor hits the left upright, and the Lions come up empty. And the Dolphins lead it at the half by a score of 7-0 here at Java Sports. And welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports, the 5-4 Lions and the 4-5 Dolphins. The Dolphins lead at 7-0 as we start the second half. Miami scored on the opening drive a 45-yard touchdown catch by Nate Moore, and that's the only score of the game. And the Lions will get the ball first here in the second half. Kicking off is John Ryan for Miami. The second half is underway. From about 4 yards deep, Isaac Peak brings it back over the 20, 25, and Peak out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. The Lions come into this week just one game behind the Packers in the NFC Central. The Packers are 6-3, the Lions at 5-4. Lions try to keep pace with Green Bay. Green Bay plays Minnesota tomorrow. That'll be the 3rd game of our triple header tomorrow. Our triple header starts at 6 Eastern tomorrow. 5 Central, 3 Pacific. 5 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Dickerson drops back, throws down the middle to Aarons, and Kevin Aarons out to the 34. A gain of 6 will be 2nd and 4. Isaac Flatt, the defensive back, came up and made the tackle. Lions blew a chance to score before halftime. They missed a field goal. It hit the upright. It'll be 2nd and 4 at their own 34-yard line. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson looking. Throws deep, and it's caught by Dylan Neal. Out to the 49, a gain of 15 for the Lions. The veteran receiver at a VMI. And it looks like Martin Franklin came up and made the tackle, the safety, along with Christian Harrison. 1st down Detroit at their own 49. Tried to tie the game up on this drive if they can. Lions come out. Everybody in tight. Dickerson under center. Gillespie in motion. Dickerson hands off to Nathan Brown this time. And Nathan Brown out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 5. Dante Lockwood, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 5. 6:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. A surprisingly low-scoring game. Miami up 7-0. On 2nd and 5. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the gun. Aaron's in motion. Dickerson fakes the handoff, rolls out, dumps it off to Aaron's, and Aaron's picks up the first down out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 6. Christian Harrison on the tackle. First down, Lions. The big tight end, Kevin Aaron's on the catch. Lions on the move. It's been a sloppy game, both sides. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Now they're in tight. Dickerson under center. Fakes the handoff, looks downfield, rolls out, throws deep, and it's a jump ball, incomplete. They were looking for Gillespie. It was broken up by Perry. Bryce Gillespie, the rookie out of Colgate, the intended receiver. And it was Devin Perry, the rookie out of UNLV, that broke up the pass, along with Isaac Flatt, number 30. It was actually Flatt that slapped it away. 2nd and 10 for the Lions at the Dolphin 40-yard line. 5:46 left to play here in the third quarter. Dickerson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws outside. Caught by White. And Philip White, 5 yards out to the 35-yard line. Isaac Flatt on the tackle for the Dolphins. Make it a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. 5.5 minutes left now in the third quarter. And now a big 3rd down for Detroit. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. 3rd and 6. Dickerson back. It's a blitz. They get it outside to Jamison. And Jamison picks up the first down. A gain of 9 down to the 26-yard line. Carter Jamison. First down, Detroit. 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Dean Tarrant on the tackle, number 50 for Miami, along with number 91. That's Terry Douglas, the defensive end, in his 6th year out of Sam Houston. 1st and 10 Detroit from the Dolphin 26. Long drive for the Lions to start the second half. Dickerson fakes the handoff. Dickerson gets sacked back at the 34-yard line. A loss of 8. On the sack, number 56, Kevin Bowles, the 10th-year linebacker out of Toledo. As Bowles comes around and gets the big sack. And that'll bring up 2nd and 18. Just beat his block around the outside and made a beeline for the quarterback. 4.5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Miami has yet to touch the ball here in the third. 2nd and 18 at the Dolphin 34-yard line. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back, sets up a screen pass. It hits a lineman. That should be a penalty, but they don't call that. It hit an offensive lineman. Brock Clarkson, the left tackle, is who it hit. Incomplete. That'll be 3rd and 18 from the 34-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, sets up a screen pass to Jamison. And around the outside, and Jamison makes a move and picks up the first down out to the 14-yard line. A 20-yard catch and run by Carter Jamison. Made a great move. Faked somebody out of their shoes. First down, Detroit. Watch this move here at the end. Whoop. Isaac Flatt got faked out of his jock. Right here. Whoop. Bowles finally came over and made the tackle, the linebacker. First down, Lions. 3:53 and counting here in the third. First and 10 from the Dolphin 14-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue.
Dickerson hands off to Charles, and Jacob Charles to the 11. The fourth-year back out of Georgia Southern. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Boy, Detroit has held the ball the entire third quarter so far. 3:25 and counting. This Dolphin defense has got to be getting tired. It's a long drive. In the I formation, Dickerson under center.
Let's go. Blue.
Dickerson hands off to Nathan Brown, and Brown all the way down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 10. First and goal, Detroit. They've had the ball a long time. We're down to 3 minutes left in the third. Finally making the tackle, number 49, Seth Bingham, the 10th-year safety out of Ball State. First and goal, Detroit. Let's see if they can tie it up. They come out in the offset I at the Dolphin 1-yard line. Dickerson looks to the end zone, throws, caught by Philip White. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown catch by Philip White, the second-year receiver out of Florida. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this one up. Boy, how the mighty have fallen. Miami has won the AFC East 3 seasons in a row. But all 3 seasons they were one and done in the playoffs. And they're really struggling this season. Scott Taylor for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Lions have tied it at 7 with 2:42 left here in the third. I think I've stated several times, Miami has started this season 3-0, and they've gone 1-5 down the stretch. It's just not been pretty for Miami the last 6 games. They sit at 4-5. They should have beat the Jets last week, but they lost because an extra point was missed. The Jets won that game 24-23 in dramatic fashion. If you haven't seen that game, you need to go back and look at it. Just a great game. 2:42 left in the third. Lions will kick off. Scott Taylor will kick. From the 6-yard line, Alex Hayes brings it back. And Hayes out to the 30-yard line. The 12th-year receiver out of Alabama. One thing I've noticed just looking at Miami's roster today, they have a lot of players that are starting to age out. DeCray in his 9th year, Robinson in his 12th, Stowe in his 10th year, Alex Hayes in his 12th. Miami needs some new blood. That's just on offense. First and 10 for the Dolphins now at their own 30-yard line. We're tied at 7. DeCray. Play action. Looking. Still looking. He's got all day. He throws. Helm wide open. Gunnar Helm, the rookie tight end, all the way down to the Lion 35-yard line. 35 yards to Gunnar Helm. First down, Miami. I was talking about the Youngbloods. That's the rookie there out of Texas. He's been a great pickup for the Dolphins. First down, Miami into Detroit territory, the 35. On defense, looking at the older players, you got Bowles 10 years in, Price 10 years in, Bingham 10 years in. First and 10 from the 35. DeCray in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. DeCray to Robinson in his 12th year, and Robinson down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 3. Make it a gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. .147 and counting. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie. 2nd and 6 from the 32, 4 wide. DeCray in the shotgun, and the Lions jump. And that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
She left the room already, Evil Dead. Misty wants to know where her name is. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 27-yard line, as Pulaski is the guilty party there for Detroit. Kerry Pulaski, the defensive end. There you go. He wrote Guru. He wrote Guru for you. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. We're tied at 7. Dolphins down to the Detroit 27-yard line. It's been a very sloppy game. It really has. Both teams. DeCray under center. DeCray to Robinson. Picks up the first down. Big gain. Down to the 13. A pickup of 14 yards. First down, Miami. Finally making the tackle, the defensive back, Bryce Anderson, in his 7th year out of Georgia. But Robinson picks up the first down. Down to the Lion 13-yard line. We're coming up on a minute left here in the third quarter. Dolphins come out 4 wide. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray to Robinson again. And Robinson picks up a yard to the 12-yard line. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Down to 40 seconds left in the quarter. Miami comes out 4 wide again. DeCray in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. DeCray to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson to the 9, a pickup of 3 yards. Make it a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and 5. Elijah Sanders, the former Cowboy, on the tackle in his 6th year out of Air Force. And this might be the last play of the third quarter if they get the playoff in time. 3rd and 5 from the 9-yard line. DeCray under center. Single back to throw. Looking, throws. Caught by Nayor. Touchdown, Miami. Isaiah Nayor, the rookie out of Nebraska. A 9-yard touchdown catch. And on the last play of the third quarter, the Dolphins take the lead. 13-7. Their 2nd-round draft pick out of Nebraska, Isaiah Nayor, from College Football 25. Go check him out if you got College Football 25. All the rookies are from College Football 25. And now Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. At the end of 3, the Dolphins take a 14-7 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. Week number 10 here at Jammin' Sports. The Dolphins lead the Lions 14-7 as we start the fourth quarter. The Lions at 5-4, the Dolphins at 4-5. Two teams that have been struggling, been rather inconsistent all year, both teams. Miami just scored to close out the third quarter. They take a 14-7 lead. They'll kick off to start the fourth quarter. And kicking off will be John Ryan for Miami as soon as they get around to it. Someone needs to tell them we're out of commercial break. There we go. Meyer will kick off. From the 7-yard line, Peak brings it back over the 20-25, and Isaac Peak brings it out to the 34. And that's where Detroit will have it. Peak was tackled by the kicker, John Ryan. Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out, the 7th-year quarterback out of Wake Forest. He has yet to throw a pick today. Something's wrong. Lions still only down by 7. Plenty of time. 7:56 left. They'll start from their own 34-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun, single back. Dickerson drops back. In trouble. Flag is down, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Christian Harrison knocks it down. Now let's check out the flag. It's going to be on Detroit.
Holding.
Going to be holding.
Offense.
On the left tackle, Brock Clarkson. Do you take the incompletion or you take the penalty? They're going to take the penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 back at the 24-yard line for the Lions. You're tempted to take the down and make it 2nd and 10, but they want it 1st and 20. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Rolls around. He's in trouble. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 20. The Dolphins brought the pressure. I didn't see who hit him. I think it was number 91, Terry Douglas. I'm looking at my laptop for the replay. It was Douglas. 2nd and 20 from the 24-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, sets up a screen pass to Jamison, who gets tackled immediately. Coming in to make the tackle, Antonio Cheever, the linebacker. It's going to be a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 22 for the Lions. Lions picked a bad time for a bad drive. It's going to be 3rd and 22 for Detroit, back at their own 22-yard line. That means they have to get it out to the 44 for a first down. 7:25 and counting. Miami up 14-7. Lions come out. 4 wide. Single back. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson fakes the handoff. Throws deep. And is caught by Aarons. And they get the first down. A gain of 24 to Kevin Aarons, the tight end. On 3rd and 22, they convert. And some poor defense by Miami. Seth Bingham made the tackle, the 10th-year safety out of Ball State. First down, Detroit, trying to tie the game up. We could have overtime in this one. 6:53 and counting. 4 wide, single back. Dickerson in the gun, 1st and 10. Dickerson back. And he tries to throw a screen pass, but he missed. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 6:46 left. 2nd and 10. Lions now from their own 46. 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws downfield, caught by Elliott, and he fumbles. And who recovers? The Dolphins do. Lawrence Elliott, the rookie out of Georgia, caught the pass, and then it was ripped away by the Dolphin defense. Let's watch the replay. Yeah, he took about 4 steps, and then was ripped away by Cheevers, the linebacker. And Miami recovers. And the Dolphins will get it back. Already up 14-7. The Dolphin defense comes up with what could be the play of the game right now with 6:41 left. Let's see if the Dolphins can capitalize. They can make it a 2-score game. They'll start from their own 47. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. 3 receivers to the near side. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson, his biggest run of the day, out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 14 yards for John Robinson. First down, Miami at the Detroit 39-yard line. Eventually, he's going to bust one loose. The 12th year back out of Notre Dame. Not as fast or as strong as he used to was, but he's still a good back. Ken Hopkins on the tackle, along with Ashley Morrison. Miami now at the Detroit 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receivers wide. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray fakes the handoff, looking, throws, caught by Helm, wide open. Connor Helm down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 27 for the rookie tight end out of Texas. First down, Dolphins at the Lion 12. Bryce Anderson came up and made the tackle. Another big first down for the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have found a new game plan. Instead of getting out to a big lead and blowing the lead, keep it close. And then come back in the fourth quarter. Miami now from the Lion 12-yard line. Ducray in the shotgun, 1st and 10. 5:41 left. Ducray throws to Nayor, and he's in. Oh, he fumbles at the 1. Are you kidding me? And the Lions get it back. Isaiah Nayor caught the pass, and then it gets ripped away by the Lions. In fact, it was Kerry Starnes, the safety, that rips the ball away. Great play by Starnes, and Cody Neal recovers for the Lions. Miami just finding ways to lose. They still lead at 14-7, but they give Detroit another chance. Miami's it's like they're purposely keeping Detroit in this game. They could have put that one away right there. They fumble at the 1. The Lions get the ball back. 1st and 10. The Lions still have time, but they need a touchdown. They come out in the offset eye. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Jamison just got out of the end zone. Harrison comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 1. That was very nearly a safety. Okay. We have thunderstorms rolling through the Nashville area right now. There's lightning outside. I thought it was a safety too. In the I formation on 2nd and 10. Dickerson to Brown this time, and Nathan Brown gets 2 yards out to the 3-yard line. Tarrant on the tackle. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker. A gain, now they say just a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Lions, they have to get downfield. There's 4:40 left. They're running out of time. In the I formation. Dickerson to the up back, Allen. And Allen stumbling and gets the first down. A 9-yard gain out to the 12-yard line. Corey Allen, the second-year fullback out of Oregon, somehow picks up the first down for Detroit. Some nice second effort here. He's stumbling, bumbling, then he gets the first down. Yep, 99-yard drive. Miami will find a way to lose it again. They always do. Miami's the cardiac kids in the wrong way. 1st and 10 Lions from their own 12. Dickerson in the shotgun. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Dickerson, a screen pass to Jamison. And Jamison gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Cheever and Lockwood, the linebackers, there to make the tackle. Now they say a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Don't forget, we'll have a triple header tomorrow. 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll be back at it. That's 3 o'clock Pacific time for you West Coasters out there. If you're in the Central Time Zone like me, it'll be 5. And the lineup tomorrow will be the Colts and the Bengals, the Seahawks and the Saints, and then the Vikings and the Packers. That'll be tomorrow night, 6 Eastern. Join us. Aloha. 2nd and 9 from the 12. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson back. Throws downfield. Neal makes the catch at the 27. A gain of 15 by Dylan Neal. First down, Detroit. 3:25 and counting. Lions, they're trying to force overtime. They need a touchdown. Miami up 14-7 here in the fourth quarter. That'd be something if this game goes to overtime. We're down to 3:17 left. Lions 1st and 10 from their own 27. 4 wide. Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson back. Throws. Caught by Neal. And Dylan Neal all the way out to the 43. A gain of 16. Another Detroit first down as the clock ticks under 3 minutes. Dylan Neal in his 6th year out of VMI. He's a good receiver. Isaac Flatt on the tackle. This drive has started at the 1-yard line. Just when you thought Miami was going to put it away, the Lions get the turnover at the 1. And now it's 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Dickerson back. Throws. Caught by Peak across midfield to the 48. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Lions now in Dolphin territory. 2.5 minutes left. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. 2-minute warning coming up. Can Detroit go 99 yards and tie up the game? 4 wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson looking. Throws. Gets it off to Jerome Banks. Out to the 41. A gain of 7. Another Lions first down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Miami up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida. We're at the 2-minute warning. Miami leads Detroit 14-7 in a low-scoring, sloppy game. However, the Lions took possession at the 1-yard line, and they're now on a drive all the way down to the Dolphin 41. Can they go 99 yards to tie the game up and force overtime? 4 wide, 1st and 10 from the Dolphin 41. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws outside to Aarons, and Kevin Aarons dragging Dolphins down to the 33, a gain of 8. Make it a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. They're in the hurry up. 4 wide, Dickerson in the gun. Back to throw. Dickerson rolling out, throws deep, caught. Oh, Jameson dropped it, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 1:42 left. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Detroit at the Dolphin 33-yard line. The Lions are in 4-down territory. They're down by 7. Miami was going in for the winning touchdown, and the ball got stripped away at the 1-yard line. Detroit took over, and they have marched all the way down to the Dolphin 33. 3rd and 1. 5 wide, empty backfield. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, throws, gets it to Peak. They pick up the first down. A gain of 5 to the 28. They stay in the hurry up. They still have 3 timeouts. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Looking. Rolls out. Throws. And it's picked off by Antonio Cheever for the Dolphins. And he brings it back to the 41-yard line. And Miami may yet survive this. Antonio Cheever, I tell you what, it was just a matter of time. You knew Dickerson was going to throw one. I tell you what, Cheever was open. I'll give him that much. I mean, he threw it right to Cheever. I mean, he threw it right to him. Well, Detroit still has 3 timeouts. They've got to force a 3 and out. Miami up 14-7. Looks like Miami might just hang on and get to 500. Detroit would fall to 500 at 5-5 if they lose this game. That was there for the taking for Detroit, and Dickerson promptly throws a pick. 1st and 10 Dolphins now from their own 41. In the I formation, Ducre under center. Ducre to Robinson, and he gets nailed in the backfield, a loss of 3. And Detroit immediately calls a timeout. That happened so quick, I didn't see who made the play. It was Cody Neal. The linebacker just shooting through there, making the tackle. 1:16 left. 2nd and 13, Dolphins from their own 38, holding on to a 14-7 lead. This has not been a great display of football. Neither team has really played all that great. But somebody has to win it. 4 wide, Ducre in the shotgun, 2nd and 13. Ducre to Robinson again, and Robinson again gets taken down. Another 3-yard loss. Detroit takes another timeout. It'll be 3rd and 16. Jeez Louise. At some point you want to pass. Now you're forced to, if you want to pick up the first down. If it was me with 1:12 left, I would run it again and then kick it and pin them deep. Make them use their final timeout. Misty has called timeout, or timeout. Misty has said goodnight with 9:20 at 9:25. 3rd and 16 from the 35, 4 wide for the Dolphins. Ducre under center. Ducre to Robinson, and Robinson picks up 2. That's a smart play. You make Detroit take their final timeout. You'll have to punt. It's 4th and 14, but Detroit's now going to have to drive down the field with no timeouts. You don't want to pass there, because if it's incomplete, you're going to give Detroit a lot of extra time and a timeout. John Ryan will come in to punt for Miami. Still leading 14-7 with 1:09 left. Dickerson warming up on the sideline. He'll get one final shot to tie the game up. Ryan back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 16, Peak brings it back out to the 20. So Detroit now has to go 80 yards. They have no timeouts. They need a touchdown. Dickerson will come back out. 7th-year quarterback out of Wake Forest. Can Detroit pull it off? Can they tie it up? It's possible. It's just difficult. No timeouts. They've got to throw it downfield. You can't be stupid here. 4 wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Dickerson fakes the handoff. Looking. Rolls out. And Dickerson got hit as he threw, and it's nearly picked off. Dean Tarrant knocked it down. Dickerson took a shot as he threw it. It'll be 2nd and 10. They're fortunate that wasn't picked. He was looking for Isaac Peak. .54 seconds. Miami trying to hang on. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Lions come out, 3 to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Throws near side, incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 50 seconds left. They were looking for Dylan Neal along the sideline. Third and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. On 3rd down, Dickerson back. Throws, and it's caught by Aarons underneath. They don't get much, though. They got a yard. They got to hurry up. 4th and 9. This is ball game. 40 seconds. 4 wide. Dickerson back. Why are they handing it off? It'll be a turnover and downs as Jamison only picks up a yard. Antonio Cheever made the tackle. The Lions tried to get cute. Tried to catch the Dolphin defense snapping on the draw play. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins will take over with 34 seconds left. Lions have no timeouts. One more snap, and that's it. Yeah, it was worse than a Pats game, is right. Miami's going to hang on and win an ugly game, 14-7. Miami's going to be 5-5. Detroit's going to drop to 5-5. Keeps Miami alive in the AFC wildcard. Miami will host Buffalo next. It's going to be a tough game for the Dolphins. Ducre will come out in the victory formation. He'll take a knee, and that'll do it. The Lions have no timeouts, and we're under 40 seconds. A win is a win, but if you're Miami, you can't feel good about yourself. If you're the Lions, you got to feel even worse. You let this one get away. The final seconds tick away. Your final score: Miami 14, Detroit 7. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Triple header tomorrow, 6 Eastern. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.